Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch it. Now I ain't talking my pockets. Just know we ain't running out the way that we stock it. If I got it, you got it. If I call it, she slide and tell her to mop it. Yeah, I got that on. Then she took that thing off and bring it around. Going at it till I'm on. Put that 90 in a hole, I'm beating it down. I'm back in that bag again. Whoa, whoa. Oh, say less. I'm back in that bag again. Yeah, yeah. Oh, say less. I'm back in that. Yeah. What you doing? Yeah, yeah. I'm back in that. Hey, where you going?
Hey, back in that bag again. Don't bring me around your friends. You know that I'm bagging them. Request me on Facebook, no, I ain't adding them. Positions I had her in. Hit from the back, that was splattering. Calling her friend, tell her pull up. Word, let's make it a gathering. They loving
I
that
said,
swagger,
baby, nah, I'm addict now, but she loving the splash again. I just be cashing in her buns, just like a wedding, I'm crashing in. Hundreds on hundreds, I'm moving and grooving. She wanna cut up, I'ma slash again. Buckets on buckets, I'm switching edition. Back in my bag, going back again.
I feel like Aladdin, yeah. I'm on the carpet, flying through orbits, ain't doing no talking. Wow. Damn, my body as soon as.
Alright, I just want to get started with this video. Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. I'm finally I have good news finally. I've been dying to share with you guys some good news that's been going on. I need to adjust this camera. Try to tilt it back. Okay, so I'm opening a store. Let's just start with that. I am opening a store for Confidential Goods, my crafting business, April 1st in Racine, Wisconsin. I will have the caption or the address here and in the comment or the description down below. But so I am opening a freaking store April 1st. I just filmed a Instagram story about it, directing people to come here because it's just so much I need to get out and I can't get that much out in a story. So anyway, so the store is opening. I signed the papers yesterday and now I need to start getting all of the paperwork and legal crap in check until then. So I will be trickling information in, but I want to bring you guys along. I did not do that the last time when I opened my studio, and I feel like I really missed out on an opportunity to show people you can do this, how to open a studio, and you can do this if you are ready in a small business, you have a small business and you want to take a step into an actual brick and mortar. I opened a yoga studio at 22 years old. I didn't have any loans or grants, and now I'm opening a storefront at 26. I'll be turning 26 because my birthday is in March and we open in April. So yeah. Anyway, my thoughts are just so scattered, but I'm just really excited about this opportunity. During my postpartum recovery, I was really going through a hard time. A lot of stuff was out of my control and made me just so angry. Obviously because it was out of my control, but my car getting stolen is not like normal stuff that's supposed to happen, like when you recover after having a baby. So I really feel like I was cheated out of that, and that's a whole another can of worms. But anyway, this is to highlight my store that I'm excited about. So I really dove into my art and my crafting, and I haven't done art since for real, consistently, my senior year of high school. And then after that, I just went into survival mode because my parents, they lost their house, and so I really could have been homeless if I wasn't working a job to be able to get my first apartment. So if you go way back in my videos, I mean, you'll see the ones where I was living at home with my family, but then when I moved in with Carrie, and just the evolution of all of that is just crazy. So I just have to say I came a long way, and I need to acknowledge that's wild. But I just stopped doing art my senior year because I was in this survival mode. I need to make money to not be homeless because that's not I have no family I can go back to, so just grinding it out, picking up so many yoga jobs, or I was at, Shopko and Home Depot, and then picking up all these yoga jobs. I was at the point I was working 7 days a week. Real talk, I don't know what else to say, but just to be able to afford rent. And then somehow on Craigslist one day, I found the yoga studio, and they was just renting out that back room, the massage room that it eventually became, for $500. I'm like, all right, this is cute. It does not look like I need to paint it because it's about 40 years old and they haven't done, if you go on Craigslist, that if you're a small business, go on Craigslist and look for spaces. You'll see office spaces for rent, but you will also see commercial storefronts for rent. Commercial storefront, I just feel, in my opinion, just makes you so much more visible as a small business rather than to say you're just working from home, which is fine. But like, I think it depends on the type of work you're doing. It just puts you in a whole different ball game, like a ballpark or whatever it is called, when you have a storefront. But yeah, I found this place on Craigslist and I just went for it. Eventually, the other tenants, they moved out, so I had the entire floor. Somehow I was affording a $985 rent on top of my regular expenses. I went from not knowing, like, if I were to lose my job, I would not have a place to live. And now just, I was paying 2 rents. Like, I don't even know, like, all of these opportunities and these contracts came to the point where I was able to afford the yoga studio in total. So, and then that's not even including the utilities. So anyway, before I get off track, this is 5 minutes in, but I want to share with you guys what it takes to open a storefront, what it takes to open a studio. Those are the 2 things I got the most experience with at this very moment. I am only 25 years old, y'all. This is obtainable to anybody. If you just put yourself in the right mindset, grind mode. I know people like hustle culture, but like, you got to have that balance for real. You can't have too much fun. You can't work too much. You got to have that equal balance, and that'll get you in a right mindset. I don't really coach people about that. So I guess seek a professional coach. I really just help people with trauma processing as a yoga therapist. That's my full extent. But if you can work through those challenges of you hang out too much, you spend too much money, or you're just working so hard, you got yourself going in circles. If you can find that balance, you will get in like a really good mindset to save some money to put towards actually opening a brick and mortar. But I just want to take you guys along. I saw this place now on Facebook Market. The place, I'm getting a 200 square foot place. I'll show you it. No.
And that one already has power in it.
Okay. Just see the inside. That's the space. And then the electricity is $40. So I have a way lower overhead of this. The studio was $985. We got to talk about that in a second. I did bring up that in a video if you want to watch the studio update video. I'll post an eye of that. But $240 is what I pay in my rent now for a commercial space. It's really cool. So it was an old pick and save building, and they built out little shops, and it's so beautiful. Makes you feel like you're in a little outdoor, you're walking on the sidewalk and you're seeing shops on each side. It was so beautiful. I want to take you guys along and show you the experience of now opening a store and show how easy it is for you to do it. I'm not going to say easy because everyone has challenges, but black and white of what I'm going through. For somebody that's right on the step, I'm about to open a store. What do I got to do to just make it happen? Here it is. No gatekeeping. But the store is $240. I went from $985, and then electricity I had to pay, and I feel like there was something else I needed to pay. $1,200, maybe $1,200, $1,100 of utilities I was paying until that one time I told y'all the massage therapist, she tried to lie, and like she just left all of the lights on and just left the building. She did not close properly. Or she just like would leave the heat on. So like the building would just get really expensive. But anyway, that's another thing. That contributed to my postpartum D because like this woman took advantage of me when I had my studio. I'm about to get to like, I had another point I was making, but my postpartum D was I just want to put people on, y'all. I just want to help people get to the opportunity and the chances that I thought I didn't have. I want to make it as clear as day for somebody else to feel like they can obtain it too, kind of coming from the same situation. But like I would invite people into the studio you know, this is all in my name. I'm all the liability insurance for like what the heck goes down here, and I have to, you know, report whatever to my landlord. But like, anyway, nothing like on the bare bones of the building broke. But like, I had people come in and break my singing bowls. The massage therapist would just have people coming in and say she ain't have nobody. Her rent would be late. She would be on vacations and posting it on Facebook and stealing from the studio. There's cameras, and I, you know, seeing all of this. This was happening when I was recovering from my pregnancy. I literally could not walk for a good 6 weeks. I did not realize I tore so bad. So I don't share a whole lot about my postpartum recovery because it was a lot going on. And then finally, couple months into me actually getting back into teaching, I'm teaching at Next Door Foundation, and my car gets stolen. Like, this is not normal stuff that should be happening when you're recovering. You know, it should be, I'm not saying like it should, but like the expectation, like, how can I see this? This came so left from me. But like, you know, just long nights, the baby's crying, yada yada. He is such a sweet baby, man. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, I had the best experience with my son. I still am. But it's just like the external things that were happening in my life with the studio closing and just people taking advantage of me. And in this space that I was just like, yo, this is the community. This is who I want to bring y'all here. That messed me up. Like, why would you do that to somebody just trying to be nice and put their hand out? So anyway, now that I'm opening this store, I want to put people on, and I would like the support so that I can open up a new studio. So I'm sharing my artistic abilities of being able to create custom rugs. I've been sharing this experience on YouTube and documenting my tufting journey. That's my newest exploration, I guess. And just doing my embroidery and my stationery stuff. It's really cool, like working with a Cricut and like all of these things that I never could have imagined buying. And I really leaned into like man, that was a slap, but I really leaned into going back and back into my creative flow of things. I'm like, why am I restricting myself of not wanting to do art? Like, when I'm in stress mode, when I'm in survival mode, I shut down and I don't want to do the things that I love. And then like, that's what makes it suck even more. So when I said to myself, you know what, to get myself out of this rut, it took a while, but I just went back into my art. I slowly started to find my way around it. I started to gain the skills again of now switching to digital art, because I used to do a lot of colored pastel and colored pencils. Those are my two favorite mediums. But anyway, now I'm doing digital art, my stationery goodies, stickers, buttons, and prints that I'm creating all, and production wise is all happening in my home, and I can now have a store to display it in. That's just the most exciting part of this. And in that time, I've gotten 2 jobs, y'all. So to be able to afford or have access, I'm going to say, have access, income, always have your streams of income, streams meaning plural, not just relying on one employer. You need to have several streams of income. And way back, I did a video about my streams of income, or I actually don't even remember, but I remember making a video about why you should have multiple sources of income or something like that. So I'll leave an eye for that. This video is going to have to be like 2 videos because my camera cuts out after like 15 minutes, FYI. But yeah, just having a place to display my art is the most exciting thing of all of this. And I just appreciate everyone's support, whether it be, you know, like I said, liking or sharing, or watching these videos, or actually going to my website or stopping in. I really like, it makes me do like the happy dance, and I do like a little excited shake, because like, oh my goodness. This is all I ever want to do. I want to share my love of art. I want to share my love of teaching to the world. So that's why I got really onto my YouTube grind, and because I was doing it physically, you know, in the physical space of going to places, going to gyms, going to studios, beaches. Y'all, I went everywhere. That sounded funny in my throat. But just sharing my art, sharing my yoga now virtually, and it can reach so many more people. So I love y'all. Thank you. That was a lot we had to unpack. I had taken a video of the space. Like, I did the walkthrough of it. It was really cool. I saw the lady there the last time we went, when Nana and I went, I was signing papers for the lease. It's actually like a cool sliding door. I thought it kind of opened, but it's a cool, like, I don't know what I thought actually. But I saw it open and she was there, so it was really cool to see the shop open and lively in there. I took a video and it was like the Post Malone Congratulations song, and I didn't mean like shame, because like when we came back, store closing sign plastered on the top of her studio, or of her store, and I had the song Congratulations that I was moving in. I didn't mean no ill harm or ill intentions in that anyway, in any capacity, because I saw the closing sign as I was taking. I'm like, this is gonna be my space in the future. But this lady, she's moving to Mexico, and so like that's why I felt like really good energy when I first walked up to that space. Like, there's one when I first came in, I was like, okay, this is probably gonna be what I go with. But then she had like 6 other spaces, and that one really spoke to me. And I didn't realize she was going to put a store closing sign on there, but that she had all of this support from her business to be able to just move to Mexico. Like, I don't know the extent of the story, but that was really cool that somebody previously using this space was able to do that. So I feel like my business will be successful being in that same energy. I'm sorry that it was kind of long and rambly, but that's just how my thoughts are. I'm opening a storefront April 1st, and I would really appreciate it if you stop by and check out the things that I've handmade in my home, and you guys have seen the process of this on this YouTube channel. On this channel, I want to highlight how I make my things, and if you're interested in making things or just shopping from the things that I make, I really appreciate that. I put all of this energy. I feel like I'm out doing Reiki almost, I guess, when I'm making my art, because like when I get into that flow state, yeah. But I make really cool art, and I appreciate it if you shop on my website or come to my store, now opening April 1st in Racine. I'm going to close out this video before it gets any longer, but please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more content about the behind the scenes of me making my goods for my store and what it takes to open a store, I want to be a resource for you guys. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.